You ready to work out those muscles? How about that brain muscle? Time to learn about things with everyone's favorite fan mod from a video game, Gargantuan Leviathan!
Ha, very funny.
Well, your fans like that joke anyway.
New gen. Anyway, hello there, tiny folk. Today we're going to learn about distance. Human beings are, on average, 1.7 meters tall. That's 5'7" for you imperial nuts. Quit trying to steal gulfs, you red-capped idiots. And leave Greenland alone! A football field is roughly 110 meters long by 49 meters wide. Bloop is double that. 200 meters long, 70-something tall. Something like that. Gargantuan Leviathans, though, like me, 5 kilometers long! Yes, we're having that argument. There's a lot of things that need to be corrected in regards to your assumptions about me, and Bobert-Rob has implored me to set the record straight.
I thought this was supposed to be nice. What about the kids?
Tough love, narrator. If they wanted manners, they should have shown manners in the comments. It's rude to ignore the lore stated in the episodes themselves. Outside sources are used for inspiration, not rule of law. Bobert-Rob is head honcho here, so if he states something in a cartoon, that is law within this series.
Oh, man, I'm always sleepy after lunch.
Pay attention! First, I am 5 kilometers long. I don't care what you read or where you read it. Me personally, 5 kilometers. That's what I've heard anyway, so that's what I am. But I don't really have a 5 kilometer ruler, so whatever. As such, I wouldn't know specifically what my length is, but Bobert-Rob said I'm 5 kilometers and he made this whole cartoon happen, so don't question him. Second, I am not a child. Stop calling me a juvenile. If I committed a crime, I wouldn't go to juvenile hall. I'd be tried as an adult Gargantuan Leviathan.
I'm sentencing you to life.
I mean, I'm already alive, but okay.
I'ma throw the book at you.
Great! I love reading! Ha-ha!
Hypothetical and judgmental. Alright, back to court case number 5372. And yet another damn appeal from that orange bastard. Grr. I'm really getting tired of that orange asshole always plugging his ears every time something he doesn't like happens.
Besides, what's the point of calling one a juvenile and one an adult? We never stop growing, right? Which happens to be my next point, that Gargantuan Leviathans never stop growing nonsense. That's what all of you people love to claim. Oh, fun fact, Gargantuan Leviathans always outgrow their clothes because they never stop growing. So don't bother buying them a belt. That's why we're always naked. And how stupid is it to claim that anything can infinitely grow? You can't grow if you don't eat, and you'll always outgrow your food resources faster if you never stop growing. So yes, there is a limit to growth of an animal, that limit being the food source around it. And being bigger would not be a benefit to a predator. You wouldn't want to eat beef if you were 200 times the size of a cow. You'd probably wipe out the entire species over the course of a week. The size of prey and predator are closely linked. If prey shrink, the predators need to shrink also. Otherwise, the predator will starve to death, because the bigger a thing is, the more calories it needs to survive. Can't live off crackers no matter how hard you try. And that's especially true if other smaller predators already exist. Not to mention, smaller predators tend to be faster, so if a bigger predator isn't fast enough due to the drag on all of its skin, it's going to end up starving to death there, too. If you really wanted a monster to infinitely grow, they would need a food source that grows with them. And if the food source grows at the same speed as the predator, then that makes the growth pointless. It would just look like the planet they're on is shrinking. And if the planet is growing at the same rate everything else is, then the growth is even more pointless. Obviously, I'm illogically overpowered, but generally speaking, speed and smaller size works better for the predator. Growing too big for your environment isn't cool, it's aggravating for the one growing. So why would me infinitely growing bigger be a good thing? Oh, let's make Gargy 100 kilometers long so he starves to death and dies in the Lost River. You guys are mean! It's part of the reason I don't like eating living creatures. Aside from the torture aspect and the screams and everything. Eating spaceships fills me up for way longer, and the electricity gives me way more energy than trying to eat smaller creatures would. I mean, batteries taste kind of funny, but I'm overpowered, so my stomach is too. Never go out drinking with me. The stomach acid in my puke would melt your car. So, in closing, please stop and think once in a while before you comment, okay? Rob's getting tired of stopping his comedy routine to explain away all your obvious thought fallacies. At the end of the day, cartoons like this are less funny and more of a whiny little rant. Stop forcing him to do this with your brain-dead comments! Take that to your idea bank. How long is it gonna take me to get to Earth anyway? Jeez.
Well, that was a thing. Now let's hear about dental hygiene from Goblin Shark! What the hell's a Goblin Shark? Ugh. Alright, you kids! Time to take care of our teeth! Get your toothbrushes and floss out! You know the drill! Ha ha! Ha 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 ha!
Where the hell is that son of mine anyway?
Next week, everybody. All right, so whenever I went to make the community post about this cartoon, that ended up taking a couple days longer than I expected it to. I used a picture that had Ganty in it, you know, Gargy's dad, and then all you guys are like, oh my god, Ganty's gonna be this episode! Gargy's dad! It's been a minute! And I was like, shit, he's not actually in the script of this. Oh god! So, yeah, anyway, I ended up writing a 2-minute little extra skit, but that's not done. So, current plan, new Ganty cartoon coming out next week.
Who the hell are you?
You know, based on another suggestion that you guys have been making, you guys want Sea Eater to meet Ganty, so that's happening, I guess. And then hopefully that will be enough time for me to get this stupid SCP-169 cartoon out, because it has been in the kiln for a really long time, and the burn marks are really fucking deep now, and I'm worried it's gonna be brittle, and it's gonna break on contact, and I'm just... See you next week. Peace!
He said he was going on vacation to an alien planet. It's been like 2 years! Or however long that would be on this planet. Time on other planets always changes depending on the rotation of the planet, how often it circles its star or whatever. We don't exactly have calendars on 4546b.
Sup, bro?
I am not your bro. Do we look related? You're an oversized crab.
And you're crabby, clearly. So we're related in that way.
Word association doesn't mean familial association. Who do you think you are?
I'm what the humans call